Hello. Today's September 20th, 2009, and it's the second perfect day in a row in the New Jersey Pine Barrens. And we are at the, as you can see, we're at the Hammonton Creek Wildlife Management Area. It's very piney here. Right here is an old house site. This is the old driveway. And this entire yard, old yard, is jam-packed full of wildflowers. It's unbelievable. Like there's some asters right there. Waiting for the traffic to pass. There's some goldenrod there, and there's some that have gone to seed. That's the wand-like type. There's stiff-leaved aster, but it hasn't even started blooming yet. This here is sweet everlasting. There's some of the wand-like goldenrod that's still blooming. I don't know which species. It's not the rare species. And there's Maryland golden aster. There's tons of that here. And these purple flowers. Hairy blazing star. There's tons of that here too. There's all kinds of bone sets up there. There's a ton of the stiff-leaved asters, not blooming yet. Alright, I just waited for 2 ATVs to leave the property. I saw them go in earlier. This, of course, is a state wildlife management area managed by the Division of Fish and Game. ATV use is prohibited in these areas. No doubt they came from one of the mansions. Yep, there they go down their driveway. Down the road in this direction, there's about a dozen mansions in a row. Fortunately, they're spaced well apart and they're on large lots, but they're still there and they shouldn't be. I'm disappointed that the township allowed it. This dirt road is the dividing line between the last mansion's property and the wildlife management area. But the kids from those mansions come in here with their ATVs all the time. They don't care. Now right here we have a dwarf chestnut oak. Quercus prinoides is the Latin name. I've searched for acorns and only found one. The rest of them dropped off already. There's black oak here, post oak, which is what this is. And at the moment I don't know what else. Probably white oak. There's a couple of white pines here, but this is an old house site. There's a, what do you call it, I forget at the moment. No. I'll remember it later. Here's some dwarf sumac. That's a species called dwarf sumac. Turns maroon and gold in the fall. As I said, this area is very, very piney. Right here on the roadside we have a shrub called sweet fern. And here is scrub oak. The dwarf chestnut oak and the scrub oak are the two oaks that aren't trees, they're just shrubs. Here's a goldenrod that's a regular kind. The plume-like kind. There are three types of goldenrod. Plume-like, which is what everybody thinks of when you say goldenrod. And then there's wand-like, which has the flowers in a spike straight up. And then there's flat top. Here a katydid in the daytime. That's kind of odd. Here's a flat top goldenrod here. Most of them are almost finished now. Here's a bunch of plume-like ones. Very pretty. Here's a bone set. Flat top goldenrods are very much like bone sets. And how about that blue sky? Absolutely gorgeous. There's a white oak. So far we've seen white, post, and black oaks. Here's a gray birch. Wow, 8 minutes already. We're just getting started. You see, no trespassing. Yeah, that's the property belonging to the last mansion. And this here is the wildlife management area on our right. See, there's leaves of white oak. Ah! Dwarf chestnut oak. Good. Maybe you'll find some acorns. Maybe not. Now this property of the wildlife management area is part of the vast Amatol Tract. Amatol was a shell loading plant for World War I munitions. It shut down in 1919. Most of the buildings were dismantled down to foundations. There's a lot to see in there, but I wouldn't want to go in until the winter because of ticks. In the 1930s, well, starting maybe 28, 29, there was a wooden board racetrack in there. Alright, we're going to have to go to part 2 in another memory stick.